Ow! Let go of me!
Keep your mouth shut. You're not going anywhere. What are you doing here? What do you want? So, you're gonna play the strong silent type, are ya? When I was in Sendai, I was attacked right after I left your place. You set me up, didn't you? Why? And why again tonight? Answer me!
Because of what you're doing. Sticking your nose into other people's business and snooping around our turf.
Our turf? Our turf, you said. Who else is there besides you? Who, damn it? Oh, I see.
What do you mean?
That's all right with me. In fact, it sounds like fun. Sorry, my feisty little friend, but I'm afraid I can't just let you go.
So you gonna hand me over to the cops? Go ahead.
No, I don't think having you arrested will do me any good. On the other hand, I might learn something useful by taking you somewhere else. Don't try that again.
Do what you want.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. But first, I gotta tell you something. Something important, understand?
Bite me.
Listen up. No matter what happens, don't say a word about your sister. If you love her, not a word. You got that?
It's late, Fuka. I'm tired. What's this all about?
Kodama's downstairs. He says he wants to see you.
I thought we got rid of him.
So did I, but apparently not. You better come too, Rin.
Fuka, get the lights.
Yes, sir.
Pretty late for a social call, don't you think? What do you want, Kodama? So, why'd you have to see me in the middle of the night along with your disheveled friend there? You don't work for me anymore.
You can have your formal letter of dismissal whenever you want.
This guy followed me tonight and then attacked me.
Goodness, what a terrible thing to do. However, I don't know this guy. He's not one of ours.
You're aware of the fact that Genzo Araki had a son, correct?
Huh? So this guy who attacked you is Genzo Araki's son?
I don't have any way to prove it, but I'm sure that's who he is.
Then tell me, what's his name?
He asked you a question, now answer him.
You're wasting my time! Tell me!
Good question. Why don't you just ask him yourself? I hate violence, and besides, I can't tell you what I don't know.
Very well. Fuka, Rin, let's find out who our guest is and what his intentions are. Take him to the interrogation room. You're invited too, Kodama.
Spit it out. Talk, damn it! We're not out for blood, but you'll bleed a lot more unless you tell us what we want to know. What now, Rin? Stubborn little bastard won't talk. He hasn't said a word. Hey, Kodama, you're the one who told us that he's Genzo Araki's son. You sure about that?
What makes you think so?
Let's call it a hunch.
Just a hunch, huh?
Oh, man. And what do you base this hunch of yours on?
I had a feeling he was from the moment I saw him. I can't think why.
Try one more time.
Thinking can't be trusted as much as one's instincts. Don't you agree?
Yes, I do. Let's try something else, okay?
Rin!
You just said you trusted your instincts, so let's make a little bet. If you're right, you win and walk away. If you lose, you join this scum in the afterlife. Deal?
Deal.
Well, is he right? You Genzo Araki's son, or aren't you?
Stop it, Rin!
So tell me your name. Your name.
I'll tell you, please, please don't kill me. That man is right. It's true. My father was Genzo Araki. My name is Mamoru Araki. His second son.
Just a hunch, huh?
Uh-huh.
And you were willing to bet your life your hunch was right. Very interesting.
What? He's here? I see. Let him in, then. Well, well. To what do I owe the honor of a visit from one of the Shirogane brothers?
Thanks for the other day.
I take it you've come here alone?
Is that bad?
Not at all.
You see, I don't like group activities.
Good. And if you'll allow me... What the hell?
All right, you can put it away now. So, how do you like it, living out here in the country, so far from the big city? I guess it's difficult making the adjustment. No action, no excitement. It must be boring for you.
I wouldn't say that.
Really?
In fact, late last night, we had an unexpected guest.
Unexpected and at night? Sounds to me like someone's up to something. All right, you have my interest. Want to tell me about it? Huh?
Do you recall Genzo Araki?
Your unexpected guest was Genzo Araki?
No, sir.
Well then, what's your point?
How's he doing, Mr. Tanakura?
What are you talking about?
You really don't know.
About what?
He's missing, completely dropped out of sight.
Well, what of it?
When he and his family left, they moved to Sendai, right? That was 15 years ago. Seems strange, doesn't it, leaving so suddenly after having lived here for so long? Why leave a nice home to live in an apartment in Sendai? Whatever the reason. Why now, after all this time, would he and his family suddenly disappear?
And I wonder why you came here today to tell me all this.
I told you. We had an unexpected guest last night, and he had a lot to tell us. Pretty garden.
It's one of the things I take pride in.
Yeah, I like it, though I really couldn't tell you why. Real nice. Would you mind if I feed him? Your fish, may I?
If you like. Rin, why did you come here today? That's enough. I wouldn't want them to get fat.
That's one of the basics.
Huh?
Not giving your fish too much food.
Yes, you've got that right.
One of the things we learned last night was that Genzo Araki's wife was working part-time in order to make ends meet, but it seems that she was also receiving money from someone else. I was wondering if you might happen to know anything about that. Hungry fish, the food's all gone.
I still don't understand how I can help you.
The story isn't over yet. About 5 years later, Genzo Araki's wife and children were living with relatives in Tokyo. But when his wife passed away, the oldest daughter got an apartment and went to work for some company. Her 2 younger brothers were placed in foster homes. After that, the 3 children never saw each other again. So they say.
Never again. All this time.
That is, not until now.
It's my wife.
Is something wrong? Is she ill?
Yes, she spends most of her time in bed these days.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. It must be difficult for both of you.
So, getting back to the point, it's rather hard to believe that you came all the way out here to tell me this story about some poor family's woeful history.
An errand boy could have done that, and I'm no errand boy.
You're still alive.
I don't know anything.
I know you don't.
I don't get it. What are you up to?
Good question. Guess it depends on what happens next.
Apparently some sort of hazardous incident took place in Kimujuku. It was quite a while ago, and so much has happened since then, but I think you'll remember the one I mean. The incident I'm referring to happened before my brothers and I came here. That was 15 years ago, Mr. Tanakura. Remember it now?
No, I'm afraid not.
Excuse me, sir. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't smoke. Who knows what I'll do? It'll help your wife, too. She won't cough so much.
As I've said, more than once, I know nothing about this nonsensical story, neither in regard to that unfortunate family nor to the alleged incident you mentioned.
Really? Someone was responsible for what happened. Don't you wonder who?
If you're planning to threaten the Tanakuras, then you had better come up with something better than this. Tanita, our guest will be leaving now.
I had no intention of threatening you. I had a hunch, that's all. Just a hunch.
You think I'm involved with this family and this incident all because of a hunch?
Call it intuition, instinct, whatever you like.
It's irrational.
Thinking just gets in the way of trusting your instincts, don't you agree?
Huh?
Bet it isn't good for him to give him too much, huh? Our guest, Mamoru. You two know each other, right? After what he told us last night, I know he knows you, that's for sure.
The limo is ready, Mr. Tanakura.
Not right now, Tanita.
Sorry, sir.
Well, that's more like it. He can't keep a secret. Mamoru told us everything he knew.
What made you look for him in the first place?
We didn't have to. Somehow he found his way back to Kimujuku, the place where it all started. After what happened to his family and having to live in a foster home, he worked as a bartender and a couple of other odd jobs, but they didn't last, and now he's come back to Kimujuku. I suppose it could have been some kind of homing instinct, returning to the place his family came from. Maybe finding someone who knew them that he could tell his troubles to. Yeah, told me all kinds of things. Things about his family. And tonight, we'll take him to our special room again and he'll tell us even more. I can't wait to hear what he has to say.
All right, let's hear it. What did he tell you? How much do you know?
Do you know how the devil deceives his prey, Mr. Tanakura?
Huh?
The devil tells him a few things that are true, so he'll believe all the lies as well. Does that answer your question?
A toast to our success.
Not yet. Not till we've gotten our hands on it.
Come on, what's the problem? It's a done deal, right? Nothing wrong with a little pre-celebration thanks to Mr. Kodama here.
Maybe. Give me the details again, Rin. One more time, all right?
Damn, I wish I could have been there to see the old man's face when he realized we'd beaten him.
Fuka, just shut up and listen.
Now here's the deal. Genzo Araki's son gets a free pass out of here. No more questioning in the special room. When we hand him over to Tanakura, he'll hand over the title to his mine and the land around it, along with the mining rights and a detailed map of the underground tunnels.
Ha! It was all a game of finders keepers anyway. And we won, right, George?
That's right. Whatever treasure's hidden down there is all ours. And George, this has got to be our secret, you got it?
I don't have anything to do with it.
Now that's what I like to hear. Which reminds me, why don't we dispose of this? Mr. Kodama's letter of dismissal. Fuka, please prepare a room for Mr. Kodama.
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
I've got to go get my stuff from the Araki Inn.
It's going to be a cold winter, but it won't be long before spring comes, your favorite season. If you live that long.
Oh, I didn't see you.
Devil.
There's no devils in Kimojuku. Isn't that what you told me?
Where's Mamoru?
He's safe.
Listen, if anything happens to Mamoru, I'll never forgive you.
Nothing to worry about. They're handing him over to Tanakura.
You bargained with him? What for? Just what are you after? What's this obsession of yours, this investigation of our family?
All I want to know is where I can find one man. Your father, Genzo Araki. I need to talk to Genzo Araki about an incident that happened 15 years ago.
Sure, Genzo Araki. An irresponsible father. I don't know where he is now.
You don't? Really? Oh, well, one way or another, I suppose I'll find him eventually.
What does he know that matters so much?
What happened on that locomotive 15 years ago?
So far back.
Yeah, well, though we took different paths from then on, I think you and your brothers and I may share some connection with the past that we all wandered through together.